Okay, moving to our first business spotlight section. As our next speaker, we have Karen Hall from Reputation by Design. Now, awards can be a huge differentiator for your bottom line. Research shows that award-winning companies tend to attract better employees, retain employees, get them more motivated, increase their turnover by up to about 60%. I'm probably getting all the stats wrong. Karen will correct me very shortly. But needless to say, award-winning companies definitely have a better rep in the market. And so today, Karen's going to share 5 tips on what you can do to impress judges and really improve your 4 R's: reputation, reach, recognition, and of course, that translates to revenue. So over to Karen.
Thank you so much. Can you see my screen? Okay, cool. So yeah, very quickly, I'm going to start my stopwatch as well. So we're here today to share with you kind of how awards can definitely help your visibility and credibility. We talk about that in terms of supporting businesses and individuals. So that might be you as the entrepreneur, the solopreneur, the director of the company, increasing your recognition, your reach, but ultimately your revenue as well. So what that looks like, as Kavita said, is definitely building trust. So trusted brands are 7 times more likely to command a premium price and benefit from 6 times the customer loyalty. So imagine if you didn't have to keep filling the bucket every time because your clients felt more loyal to you and were attracted to you first. Were happy to pay a premium price, and they were more loyal to you because you're a trusted brand. Business awards are a fast track way to build that trust. And if you think about the credibility and social proof that they bring, as long as you leverage them, right, that can be really a strong reason to enter into awards and do well in them. Award-winning businesses, as Kavita said, have higher sales revenue, up to 63%. And that's not just a one-hit wonder. That sales revenue can stay high for up to 5 years after winning. And what a stat that I particularly love is that business awards can really help team as well. So can help team motivation by improving it up to 88%, but also can help you retain team and also acquire top talent. We've certainly seen this for ourselves. Being business award writers, it is absolutely imperative that we win awards as well to prove what we do, and we retain top talent in our team, and we know how great they feel about it when we win. But we also get people wanting to join our business as well. And one stat that we particularly want to highlight here today: 40% of businesses are run by women, but we only win 13% of business awards internationally. So we're not that great at putting ourselves out there. We need to be better at that. There's an imposter syndrome around that, but also women can nominate other women, and also men on this call. You'd know some fabulous women that you can nominate for business awards too. So let's have a think about how we can do that together. I've got 7 steps rather than 5. Kavita, I might have added on to that. The first step, though, and how we are so successful in entering our clients to win awards, is actually this key question: what do you want to be famous for? And that is a key question because it hones you in on the right awards and categories to enter. If you don't get that right, you can be entering potentially the wrong categories or missing some awards that would be amazing for you to enter. And the story I tell around this is a real estate company that we work with. They don't enter real estate awards. We enter them in people and culture awards because those are the awards. They want to be known. They want to be famous for their people and culture because they know that that's going to differentiate themselves from all of the other real estate agents in their area, and it's going to attract the right people that are attracted to their different culture. And they're all about work-life balance and a few other different things, particularly around diversity and inclusion. and that's going to make them stand out and differentiate them. And they win, they sweep the floor with those awards. Whereas with real estate awards, you know, the dime a dozen, and they wouldn't really stand out in those. So the first question is knowing what awards are the right ones to enter, and even what awards are out there. So that's the first key question. What do you want to be famous for? And answering that really solidly, but also getting creative around it. That leads down to an awards plan. You can Google all of the awards that are out there, or you can certainly hit me up. I've got my contact details on the last slide, and we can create an awards plan for you. We currently know of 8,500 awards in Australia and internationally, and they are those really creative ones as well that can help you stand out. That's the first step before you prepare an award. And the preparation stage is just making sure that you've got a headshot, a team photo shot, and some, you know, basic, a logo, etc. available for you. And you know the open date and you know the close date. Those ones are really, really important. Worst feeling in the world is that an award closed last week or is due tomorrow, and you don't have, you know, your preparation in play. The crux of the writing then happens in this fourth stage here, where we talk, where we kind of structure the writing itself. We do this for our clients in terms of an interview. So if you wanted to do this yourself, we would actually encourage you to get someone in your business to interview you, because as business owners and directors of our business, we can be too close to our business, or we can take for granted what we know, or just put it down to, oh, that's just what I do. That's just doing business. But the judges need to know that stuff. So we work on this is our secret sauce. We work on a 3S's policy. So tell lots and lots of stories of how you've helped your clients. So yes, while the award is about you, it's also about how you've helped your clients the most. Be really specific about every example that you've ever given. Don't just put out a general statement and not back it up. So be really specific about that. And every claim you've made, back it up with a statistic. So storytelling, specifics, and statistics. And again, it's not all about you. It's actually about how you've helped your client. So put in lots of examples and case studies of that, and make sure that you share your testimonials in there as well. Or if you don't have word count room, that leads us on to the next stage, which is attachments. Make sure that you reference your attachments when you're writing the awards, and put in attachments that are absolutely relevant. Don't just chuck in a marketing brochure because it looks good. It has to be related to what you've said in the entry. You can then review and submit it. Obviously, that just make sure you leave time. Don't leave that to the last minute, because you don't want the online portal to go down. But the last stage is just as important as that first stage. We want you to leverage the submission. So take everything that you've written and repurpose it back into your marketing. Don't just leave it for the judges. Last time we entered and won an award, we leveraged it through our marketing, got 7 pieces of content out of it, plus some stuff for internal. And you can also then leverage that you've been nominated on your social media and EDMs, etc., that you're a finalist and you're a winner. So leverage the content and also those milestones along the way. We have some resources. I'll give this to Kavita, or we can send it out later. The one thing I would really encourage you to do is contact me, and we can do either a free awards plan for you, and find the right awards and when they open. There are my contact details. We are reputation marketing specialists, particularly in awards plans. Karen at Reputation by Design. But really, I'm just over time. Think about the right awards that are going to make you stand out. Be creative around that. Doesn't have to be within your industry. And the 3 S's that I've talked about. And lastly, leverage. So repurposing and leveraging, telling people that you've actually been a finalist and won the award. Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks, Karen. Anyone have any questions they'd like to ask Karen? Of course, her details.
Karen.
Yeah, sorry, you go.
Sorry, Karen. Very interesting. I hadn't even thought about doing this other than in the health space. So, um, as a software health company, there must be a stack of awards we could go for.
There absolutely would be. And I'd encourage everyone on this call to not just think about Australian awards as well. We do very well entering Australian companies into international awards. So Titan Business Awards, Stevie International Awards, Stevie Women in Business Awards have just opened again now. Yeah, you don't have to limit yourself just to Australian awards. Australian businesses do amazingly well on the international awards stage, particularly because there's more categories and more subcategories to choose from as well. So you can niche into what you want to be known for.